Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are doing well. Last class, we have discussed about male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Today, we will see with fertilization in human beings. As you all know, there are two types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. Now, let us see what is external fertilization. External fertilization, the word itself tells that these fertilization takes place outside the body of the organism. Okay, here the sperms will be laid by the male in water, whereas female will lay with the eggs in water. Then these sperms will move towards the egg and will get fused up, and then ultimately fertilization will take place. Normally, external fertilization will take place in animals which live inside water, or in fishes and in frogs. Now let us see about internal fertilization. Internal fertilization, as the word itself tells, it takes place inside the body of the organism, and here the sperms are being deposited inside the body of the female through a part called as vagina. If you remember, last time we have discussed about the female reproductive system and few parts of it, that is uterus, ovary, oviducts, which is also called as fallopian tube, and vagina. Okay. So now let us see how this fertilization takes place in human beings. Okay. Sperms will enter inside the body of the female through the vagina. Now once the sperms enter inside the vagina, what will happen? Let us see that now. Okay. Now these sperms, they will move up through the uterus and will go into the oviduct or into the fallopian tube. Already in this fallopian tube, one of the egg will be released by the ovary during ovulation period. Okay. Now let me repeat one more thing. Ovary will release one of the egg in one or the either side of the fallopian tube. Okay, only one egg will be released by the ovary, and many sperms will enter inside the body of the female through the vagina, and then ultimately very few will be able to reach till the oviduct. With the same time, I have told you that sperms have got a tail, and that is why they are motile, they can move. But many of them will die till the time they reach into the oviduct. Here, ultimately what will happen? Fertilization will take place in the fallopian tube. Like the sperm will get fused up with the egg. Once this process takes place, then we can say that fertilization has taken place and the woman can be said to be pregnant. Now, this kind of thing, what is developed after fertilization, is now called as a zygote. The zygote will divide by mitosis. It will divide by the process of mitosis and will form up a hollow ball. Hollow means empty ball. It will form up a hollow ball of hundreds of cells. And now, whatever will be formed up with hundreds of cells is now called as the embryo. This embryo will again travel down into the uterus. This embryo, that is now whatever is being fused up, will move down into the embryo, this uterus, and will get attached to the thick wall of the uterus. Okay, this will get attached to the thick wall of the uterus. Now, the basic thing, that is getting attachment of the embryo with the uterus. I have told you this embryo will move down and will get attached to the thick wall. This thing, whenever it happens, then it is called as implantation. That is, that now the baby is about to develop. Implanted, it is being planted over there in the uterus. Now, at the same time when this thing happens, there is a presence of special type of tissue, which is called as a placenta. Okay, this placenta will get attached to the in between the uterus wall and the embryo. There will be like gap. Uterus wall will be there and there will be embryo. So in between this there will be one special kind of tissue which is called as the placenta. This placenta will provide with all the requirements of the embryo or the baby. It will provide with the nourishment, it will provide with the respiration, at the same time it will carry out with the excretion of the embryo. So placenta plays a major role in development of the baby. Then there is a time called as, there is a period which is called as gestation period. Now what do you mean by gestation period? Gestation period is a time period which starts from the development of the fetus, development of the embryo, and then till the time complete baby is out of the body. That period is called as a gestation period. Students, you may be having the confusion that I am using two words. Sometimes I am using embryo and sometimes I am using fetus. So there is a difference between these two. Embryo is the basic stage of the baby, and when the embryo develops all the body parts, then now the baby is called as a fetus. Okay. Ultimately, this gestation period will last for 40 weeks. Okay, approximately 40 weeks, and the baby will come out of the body of the female because of contraction of the uterine cord. This is how the development of the embryo takes place, fertilization takes place, and the gestation period ends and the baby takes up a new life. Okay.